Rosalie. For those who don't know, my husband of 20 years suddenly passed away over 1.5 years ago. Another sweet, dear widow wrote that she was amazed at the way I'm coping with the grieving process. So I analyzed, and I've done a breakdown of the important factors I believe contributed to my progress with the process of mourning. I will also share with you some practical tips to help get you through your difficult time. First, I am and was a stay-at-home mom to our 8 kids. My husband is their biological father, and he was the only one who really understood me. So when he passed, it was the hardest emotional time I've ever had in my life. And I've had some doozies. I chose not to go to any therapy or support groups. I'm not encouraging everyone to do what I did. I am not like other people. And only now am I just starting to get settled into this new life without him. I strongly believe that I was able to heal because of the close bond to the family and because I still feel connected to my husband. It was so painful when I did not feel connected to my husband. I talked about that in a video. In other words, 1, a close bond to the family. Number 2, I still feel connected to my husband, and I know where he is. He's in heaven. And 3, my own personal connection to the Lord. These 3 factors bring me balance and peace to my life. I can even still feel happy again in moments. Remember when I talked about fulfillment? My husband says it requires 3 things for fulfillment. Number 1 is purpose of doing. Every day, I am taking care of our children in many ways. I'm raising them. When they get older, I'm going to be guiding them in life. I'm going to be here for them. I'm also continuing on his legacy. Number 2 is purpose of living. I am going forth in my life. After they are raised, of course, I am going to be there to guide them in their lives and to be there for them when they have their own kids. And of course, these purposes can overlap. That's okay. Third is purpose of being. My purpose of being is to continue on my husband's legacy. My oldest son, he gave an example of purpose of being I thought was a very good one. He mentioned that your purpose of being could be to reach heaven and to help other people reach heaven. I think that's very good. And finally, your purpose is always one of greater good. You're not going to find purpose in tearing down and destroying people. My life prior to being with my husband was traumatic. I am driven to make the world a tiny, 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 tiny bit better as a total. Ever since even before when my husband passed away, my 3 youngest have always slept in bed with me. I have a queen-size bed. It's pushed up against the wall. Empress, who is 5, she sleeps in my arm. And my youngest, Eugenius, he's now 3. He likes to fall asleep on top of me, and then I move him over beside me against the wall. Passion, she is a little bit more independent, but it is comforting to all of us. We go to sleep together and we wake up together. Naps are allowed. If you have small children, I encourage you to sleep with them. If sleeping in the same bed is not practical, then move their bed into your bedroom. It's very bonding for both, and if you can, go to sleep at the same time. Your child will be thrilled at being more a part of your life. If you have a baby, they should be sleeping next to you. There are safe ways to do this. If you think about it, at the hospital when the baby is born, they put the baby in a clear acrylic bassinet, and then that bassinet is beside your bed. Why does this not continue when people get home? Not only is it more convenient, but you'll find that the baby will sleep a lot better with you. If you are alone, maybe there is a family member or friends that you can stay with. At least 6 months would be nice. Longer is better. I do recognize that there are different situations with different people. Maybe they can stay with you. Listening to your favorite music can have an effect on your mood. I found that if I listen to sad music, no matter how much I like the sound or how much I related to the words, it would bring down my mood. Avoid listening to even instrumental music like that. Recently, I bought myself a wireless speaker, a waterproof one. It was on sale for Boxing Day. Yeah, Boxing Day sales happen now before Christmas is done. You can get an inexpensive wireless speaker, and I bought it for when I'm cooking in the kitchen. But what I really discovered that I like is I like to bring it in the shower with me. I have no time for taking a nice long bath, but I take it in the shower and I come out and I feel refreshed and I'm in a good mood. I'd also like to add that there are some people that really enjoy those ASMR videos on YouTube. There are all kinds, from makeup ones to soothing sounds. About 6 months ago, last August, I was going down. The pain from mourning was going to destroy me. I knew it. Until I found a connection to my husband. I believe that the reason it is so painful when we lose a loved one is because we lose that connection, that relationship to them. Over time, you either get over it or you don't. I can still feel happy at times because I still feel connected to him. And when we married for eternity. It was eternally wed. So I am still married to him. He is just in another place. When he passed away, our relationship was in a good place. We hadn't argued about anything. We believed in honesty, and we shared everything with each other. He was my best friend. So when he did pass away, there wasn't any closure that I needed. There wasn't anything that I felt, oh no, I never said this. I never told him that. There wasn't anything left unsaid between us. So I don't have any regrets. I tried to spend as much time as I could with him because I loved him. I knew that the age difference between us meant that one day he would most likely be the one leaving this earth before me. Meditation. That is something I would like to add to my day, is daily meditation. The more you do it, the more you are able to connect to this underlying energy of life that is essentially love. It is something that my husband had been doing long before we ever met and throughout our 20-year marriage, and he was very spiritually connected. Allow yourself some kindness. Order in instead of cooking one night if you can. Take a relaxing long bath. Take the day off cleaning and watch your favorite movies or series. You can even do it with a friend. I don't presently have time for myself, but I do get peace in other ways. Every night I have peace with my little ones falling asleep in my arms. Every evening we look forward to watching something together in the living room. There's toys in the living room, there's the computer. My 3 middle children have their own tablets. So if there's something that not everybody's interested in watching, they hang out anyway in the same room and they're just doing their own thing instead, but we're all together. I think atheists have it the hardest when grieving. Prayer is comforting. God is love. The closer you feel to God, the more able you are to cope with grieving. My husband told me long ago that when something terrible happens in a person's life, they either move towards spirituality, God, or they move away from it. Don't be the one to have to deal with this on your own within yourself. We as people are always moving towards being better and being more compassionate. We might move back from time to time, but as a total, we are always moving ahead. Now, what do you think or who gave us that ability? Try to always open your heart and yourself up to this underlying intelligent energy that is love. My heart goes out to you. I know that grieving and mourning is so painful and it's so difficult, and I know that at times it feels like you're just getting through the day. I wish I could give you a warm, loving hug and that you could feel that there is a light at the end of the tunnel for all of us. If you can hold on and hang in there, you are already doing tremendous. I thank you for being here with me and for watching, and I will be here and I will see you in the next video, always. So, bye-bye for now, and hold on.